Welcome back to Daytime. You know, it was just the other day I was talking to my son, and we were talking about all the wonderful foods that Grandma makes. And I said, you know, what is it that your kids are going to remember me making when I've got grandkids? And he paused and he waited. I don't know. I can only imagine, Karen, though, your grandkids, they probably have a tough time deciding what they're going to talk about. You know, what's their favorite when Grandma comes and she does the cooking.
Well, that's true, actually. But you'll get to that.
I hope so. I've thought about that different times. What am I going to make that the kids will remember? But today we're cooking from Karen's Kitchen. Karen Bezeau is here, one of our favorites. And yeah, I could probably go through your book and just pick any page, and there'd be somebody in your family that goes, oh yeah, that's the one. That's the one I love when she makes when you come over.
Exactly. So you never know. Anyway, this is the chicken thighs today instead of chicken breast. And I found that chicken thighs seem to have so much juice. So I kind of thought I pre-cooked them for half an hour. And then I poured that juice off because I felt it spoils my sauce with all this.
Isn't it something to have a meat that's almost too juicy?
Yeah,
usually you worry about it being dry or drying it out, but the chicken thighs are actually more juicy, I think?
Yeah, yeah, at least it seems. So I thought, well, it's...
So what's the name of the recipe we're cooking up today? You've already got... I've got the rice done. She said I've got the cobbler done. If we would have been 3 minutes later, you would have had the chicken done, too. What are we making today?
Well, I'm making cranberry herb chicken.
Cranberry herb chicken.
Yeah. Now, generally, I sort of mix this ahead, but I thought I'd show today.
Now, that was just... What was that? I have to grab...
Oh, that was just a
thing of onion soup?
Yeah. Yeah, just
okay.
Lipton's onion soup.
Now, this is the other thing I appreciate about you, Karen. Because if I envision you in the kitchen, I see you and Leon chopping everything, putting everything together, making it, going out to the garden, pulling it out fresh. But you do that sometimes.
Yes,
but
I do.
sometimes there's an easier way to do things.
Well, yeah, and we're always...
appreciate that.
Yes, because we're always looking for a better way to make things quick so you can have come home from work and have a pretty nice meal in 25 minutes, or, you know, especially if you had some preparation done at night.
This is interesting because you've got the cranberries in there. Now, that was canned cranberries,
That
right?
was a canned
cranberries.
Yeah.
A
Only
package
the
of
whole berry.
The whole berry type as opposed to just the sauce that you can get.
Yeah.
And then the onion soup. And now, is that ketchup?
Oh, no, that was Russian salad dressing.
Oh, okay. You know what? I've used the Russian salad dressing just for meat, when you saute meat up. And does it ever work nicely with that? It just gives a nice flavor.
That's right.
But that's going to be a really tangy sort of flavor, sort of dish.
Yeah. So sometimes if you want to do it a little ahead, then the onion sort of gets mixed up there a little better.
So the recipes that are in your book then, did you put them all together yourself, or is this kind of a compilation of some that... Do you have a recipe that you remember from your grandma that was probably one of your favorites that you thought, oh, every time you went to Grandma's house,
I lived at Grandma's house.
You lived right at... See, I had a grandmother that lived with me too, my grandma and grandpa.
Oh.
And our favorite trick was if Mom was making something for supper that we didn't particularly like, we'd run down the hall to Grandma's and see what she's making and see if we could be the first one to have to eat with Grandma.
Well, we all ate there. Grandma had boarders, and so we all ate together.
So what was it that she made that really made you go, wow?
Chicken noodle soup, because she made homemade noodles.
Oh. Now that's a talent in itself.
Oh, yeah.
To make the homemade pasta, and
radiators, and the noodles used to sit on top.
To dry?
Yeah.
Grandma's making noodles again.
And then potato pancakes when my grandfather would go down in the basement on the gas stove and make potato pancakes.
Ah, Grandpa made them downstairs?
Yeah. Well, Grandma, I guess, did the original, but he used to cook them down there. Oh, they were so good.
I'm making you hungry now. So you're cooking away something else, and now you're thinking potato pancakes.
I know.
Should have made potato pancakes instead.
I was a little short on the chicken because I wanted to put more in the ones that I was making for here.
So we have a pan that's already done.
Well, we have two.
So normally it wouldn't be this much sauce and that much chicken.
Well, it would be that much sauce, but I would have maybe a little more chicken in there. But I thought, well, it didn't matter so long as I just showed what.
So the chicken is pre-cooked, so we're just going to pop it in the oven basically to heat it up a little bit?
Well, it's not pre-cooked the whole time. I did it for half an hour at 350.
Okay.
So I would put it back in now at, say,
Let's start it.
yeah, 375.
And can I pull out one of the ones so we can take a look at that?
Yeah.
And if I'm smart, I'll put on the gloves that Karen brought along too. What's it say? Bake a little love. Oh, every time you come here, you bake a whole lot of love. Here we go. This is where I actually get to participate for a moment, just bringing the food out.
Okay.
And this is the chicken. Oh my word, I wish you could smell this. That is amazing and simple. And the fried rice, now is that in the cookbook as well?
Yes, yes, it is. It's on page 24.
So you actually have to cook up the rice, you fry it.
Oh, yeah.
You add some egg in with it?
Yes, that's what I do.
Okay.
I use about a 1 3/4 cup of water, a little less than the 2 cup because I like it to be a little drier if I'm making fried rice. 1 cup of rice. I generally bring it to a boil and cook it for about 20 minutes.
Terrific.
And then what I do is I chop about a half a sweet onion, put some olive oil, about 3 tablespoons of olive oil in the pan. That's for one recipe. I had more for here, obviously.
See, that rice to me is potato pancakes to you. You talk about it like,
So what I do then is just saute the onion in the oil. Then I add the egg. And in this I had 8 eggs in this batch.
Stir it all up?
Yeah, stir it all up and keep stirring until it looks like it's sort of getting cooked.
And there you go.
Add my rice. And then about 3 tablespoons of soy sauce.
And away you go. And the recipes are, of course, in the cookbook, Cooking from Karen's Kitchen. You can get that. You can go online. Or hunt Karen down. She's all over the place. She's always cooking something up. Next time, let's do potato pancakes, okay? You can try to replicate Grandpa's potato pancakes for us, huh?
Yeah, well, I need the gas.